You know, we get
Yo,
little
that might have been.
medium, and
Yeah, 3 different modes. Like,
I really wish I could see her face when she heard him say that.
You have 3 different modes.
I can't see.
I
She
think
here
she's
right
doing
now.
the best to like ignore our conversation.
You
right
got 3
now.
different modes.
She could not ignore what he just said.
He said you get the right pressure. That might have been his
look, you be that thing.
That's who
top
she
5,
chooses.
top 3 funniest things I ever heard from him.
There you go.
Nah, man.
Let me tell you something. The first time you was a bidet man, you didn't realize
Bidets are a
I
nice
never used it.
experience.
I don't know what it feels like.
You never
You got-
used a bidet before?
you gotta have the right.
I haven't
Japanese.
I've never even seen one.
Do you use a Japanese one? That way, your first experience is your best experience.
Oh, you saying don't get the one from Walmart?
Oh, no.
I can't get
Because they got the.
The angles ain't right. You just, the one from Walmart angle ain't right, and by default, your residue, your remnants, it goes back on the spray, and then it's gonna spray the next person with the same. Yeah, the angle ain't right. But Japanese ones, it goes through you like a long.
Oh, so it's like an old school sprinkler.
Man.
So the first time I used one, I was at Caesar's Palace because they had in the bathrooms they had like
I never did
bidets.
Caesar's.
Yeah, and
Which
again,
one was it? Straight, the water's coming from the bottom, or was it like?
I mean, I wasn't looking at it while it was spraying, so really, it was just,
Let me see what
My first time, I got
My
sprayed
first
in the
time, I
face.
probably would.
Yeah.
I love that you're on camera doing that shit right now.
Oh, you started?
I definitely started. I definitely started.
Well,
I mean, I ain't want to lift the leg. That's
This
just
is
seemed
too
like,
much
you
of
know
a
what I mean?
compelling conversation not
But
to
I
start.
realized you gotta have the right temperature because the first time it was way too hot.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say too cold.
I mean,
Too hot is
or too cold. Both of them was
No, I know it's too hot is worse.
Too hot and too
Yes.
cold is like. I mean,
No,
you
I
gotta,
would
like,
much rather too cold. Much rather too cold.
Again,
hot?
I go
Now
back,
we're
I go back
talking
to
about-
the pressure. When
now
it's
we're
moving
talking
fast
about
and it's really cold,
Scalding.
it's like sharp.
Yeah, I don't want
in the
my.
morning.
Depends
I don't
on
want
what
it
you
burnt
eat.
though.
My first time
If
seeing
you
the
had
day I got
something
sprayed in the
spicy,
face.
you want
Oh
cold.
yeah, I was
Right in the face. I didn't even know what it was. I didn't know what it was. It was one of the old school ones. The bathroom was pink.
Was it like motion censored or something?
No, it was old school.
Did you have yourself
This is
a
what-
bad experience?
This is the bathroom. So in my aunt's house, she got this pink bathroom where everything is pink. The wall, the heart-shaped hot tub, and the fabric outside the hot tub was like.
Like Marlon, do you remember?
No, it was just how bathrooms was back then. She had a bidet.
Oh, shit, behind
I'm like, man, this is the craziest toilet.
Silk bed sheets.
Everybody had silk bed.
Ah,
So you turn it on, and I looked over while I turned
Like,
it on,
what was
and
that?
it got me.
Man,
I was a little kid.
Man, had a
You were
bad experience.
traumatized, huh?
I like almost drowned, cause like I almost waterboarded myself. It was
Oh
crazy.
shit!
That's wild. That's wild.
Woo.
All right, so
Alrighty. Oh, we on? We roll?
yeah, we've been rolling.
Oh, we been rolling? Oh, okay.
All y'all bidet experiences are out there.
Dang.
We're just talking about staying clean.
I mean, ain't nothing wrong with it.
Gotta stay clean. Gotta stay clean. So, family, welcome to another great episode of the In Yes City. I'm your guy, Arrington Gavin. Joining me always is the family, comedian Ciroc Fox.
I'm shedding. I got hair on the. That is crazy. I hear you though. We hear you.
How's Queen Miss Michelle Young? rocking the
Yeah.
platinum. Okay,
Got
okay.
my wig is wigging
It's
today.
like the
I
white,
like wigging
the
shit.
white
It's
storm.
always a surprise.
White storm.
The colors
Always
is always dope.
Also, our awesome producer, Mr. Cam Godley.
Salute.
Shout out to our live audience. Alvin, hey Alvin.
What's up?
Shout out to Winter. How you doing, Winter? Shout out to my wife, Sierra. Hey, babe.
For those of you at home who think, oh, because we don't have a mic, we didn't hear it. Oh no, she just didn't say that. And
Love you too. Love you too.
it was very embarrassing for me.
Extremely.
Secondhand embarrassment.
Yeah, he
Embarrassment.
said extremely.
The heart is broken as we twist. All right, family, how's everybody doing today?
Good.
Good.
A crazy week. Crazy week. We'll talk a little bit more during the show. I want to quickly shout out some of Hampton Roads' own Keon Davis, as well as Kelvin Davis. They're professional boxers. Recently, they had a had a pro boxing match over at the Norfolk Scope, sold out. It was like the first time in a long time, like the Norfolk Scope fully sold out, over 10,000 folks there, and it was dope. It was like a 30 years in the making. 30 years ago, we had a Hall of Fame boxer, Sweet Pea Whitaker, had a pay-per-view boxing match, and that was like the last time Norfolk Scope had hosted a premier boxing event. And so did it again the other night. It was dope. Keyshawn is a gold medal winner from Norfolk, world champ right now. Brother, all of them are undefeated, by the way. The youngest one just had his professional debut, and it was just dope because seeing how, you know, ESPN televised Norfolk, the history of Norfolk. You had some. What you chuckling?
I didn't say nothing.
I will say though, they had hella airbrush on some of them sky shots. I'm like, all right, Norfolk nice now, but you stretching it a little bit.
That's hate. That's hate.
You stretching it a little bit, but no, but real talk though,
You know they put a filter on the city.
Yeah,
Hey.
they did.
it's rich history at Norfolk, especially like in the, you know, in the boxing world. But it was dope seeing the city, seeing everybody hype and stuff, and they all put on a great show, and then they did like an after party at Waterside, so it was dope.
You went to all that.
I mean, I know.
Oh, I'm just asking. I didn't bet you out of that.
You know, with this time change now, I'm a little tired. Look, with 7 o'clock hitting, I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
dark kind of hurt.
That's dope.
I know.
I didn't know Norfolk had a boxing community that was so strong. I know
I
we
didn't
had a
either.
few gyms in the area that was really popular, and I know we had a few enthusiasts that became like social media influencers when it came to boxing. But that's about it. I didn't realize.
Hey, I mean, it
The
goes
757
pretty hard,
Rockets
man.
are
It goes pretty hard. Again, I mean, you talking about athletes from all different, you know, avenues. Of course, music, entertainment. I mean, Hampton Roads, man, they breed some talented individuals, man. It's, you know, as always, I always say, it's about that time, you know, to give us our flowers, comparing us, you know, always saying, oh, they came from this big city, that big city. No, they came from, you know, small Hampton Roads area. So
But I've been to all them big cities, man, and I stayed here for a reason. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, this
Yep.
area is cold. People gonna be mad when they figured out that
Yep.
leaving was wrong idea.
telling you, I'm with you on that one, boss. I'm with you on that one. Look, I want to get it going quick with some of the topics, and we can want to get your thoughts on it. So.
All right.
We literally are witnessing a real life Planet of the Apes movie. So in South Carolina, 43 primates from a research facility out in Beaufort County escaped. And
What?
till this day, they still haven't got all the monkeys. Like literally, it's a lot of monkeys. They have, like somebody posted a video of these monkeys and it was like, oh, there they go. It's like moving in. Like I'm like, oh shit.
That's
Like-
insane.
What?
Pretty scary. I mean, you just on a jog and everything and all this, like you hear
Not a
something like-
research center.
So, I don't know.
I'm
I'm
not
like-
worried. I'm not worried because coincidentally, now this is still a headline post. I didn't click on it, but the post was like, you know, humans have been able to communicate with chimps and, you know, other types of monkeys with hand signals for such and such many years, and they have never asked a question. Like, a monkey ain't never asked a question, and they've been knowing how to do so in a long, like, you know what I mean? So I don't think they take over anything. If anything, they just trying to kick it.
Oh, I cannot picture right now. Say some monkeys is like running near so
You want to
Go,
try
go,
that?
go.
You think I'm
Man,
sharing
and-
weed?
I'm just saying they be
I
like.
hand him a shot before I hand him a blunt. I'm like, no.
I think you would give it his own joint though.
Oh, yeah.
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 Oh, so you gonna
Wow.
make them put the work in like, here you go.
Oh, you better roll it yourself. I'm not. No, you're not. Y'all confusing me for a philanthropist. No. Afraid of weed is afraid of deed, but
That is.
I would give him his own material. Like, yeah, if you smoke,
Yeah.
you can partake. If you can't do that on
Go
your
ahead
own,
and roll it.
Right.
Bro, I don't even like seeing like a swarm of geese in the parking lots. You talking about a swarm of monkeys?
So what
I'm-
was the
How
what
many
type of
monkeys?
what type of research were they doing?
That's a good question, Michelle. Let me go
Like,
because they didn't really mention what kind.
that would
They
be
just
my
said.
question.
What
What have they been injected with, and what have you done to
Probably
them?
like sexual health or something, like reproductive health.
It's stand for that. Well, the name of the company is Alpha Genesis.
Oh, definitely.
Currently, the entice
You said
animals.
Genesis.
Okay, entice.
That's
Definitely reproductive health.
that's fun.
funny.
Yeah, they don't give the exact description of
Yeah,
the type of
there's a reason.
facility it is.
trifling.
You asking too many questions. You about to disappear soon with the
Yep.
monkeys.
Yeah, you better stop Googling.
I know, right? But Andrew couldn't be here right now because we can't get a hold of him. But no, man, I just thought that was wild because I'm like, wow, we're really having a real life, Planet of the Apes. And I mean, obviously, but, the election's over, so I don't know, maybe, huh?
How many free?
43.
Oh my
43?
God.
Wait, no, that
40.
was total.
43 in total, or, you saying
No, how many that's still running around right now without being...
about half.
Damn.
They really haven't,
That's
they really
actually a
haven't
lot.
gotten most of them.
So is it like shoot and kill?
What?
They're trying to entice them with food. They're hoping not to like
No, 'cause
gun them
that's
down,
their
but-
money.
Exactly, and that's their research. I mean,
It depends on who catch it.
Because you can't how are they gonna know? Well, they probably
is
got them
true.
tagged. They probably got them tagged. I'm like, how?
Somebody
in the
got a
hell?
pet monkey right now. I guarantee.
I
you.
guarantee.
No, I think they
scary.
ganged up. If anything, they would
They
be
staying
selling-
together. They
They
ain't gonna-
staying
yeah.
together. They gotta be staying together.
Why haven't they found them?
Cause they
quick as shit at climbing up shit. I mean, they literally. Like it'd be hard to try and just
You
grab a
would-
monkey.
all right.
You about to say what? Would I adopt a monkey?
Somebody got them in
No.
the crib.
Are they? How big? Are
Somebody
they?
definitely got
They're
a.
like
no, no.
It's an
what's the-
underground
oh, shit,
railroad
what's
for
the
monkeys.
description?
Somebody
Like
definitely
the-
got a
they're like the
monkey
pink
now.
face monkeys.
Oh,
so.
they're the little
No,
ones.
they ain't that little. They
Chimps, right?
yeah, they
No,
good
chimps
size.
are
little.
They
Chimps
good
Well,
size.
at
And they
least it's
strong
not
too.
apes.
Even the little mini ones, they strong.
If it
Teeth
was-
sharp and everything.
They probably a bigger danger to people's pets outside than anything.
Little chihuahuas hide on your little
Yeah,
dogs and
they'd be
everything.
like, bitch.
Oh my gosh. But yeah. So that was that. I think trying to do shits and giggles now, so throw that.
That's
in
how
there.
we end this show.
Oh yeah,
bro.
and the show. Okay, so that was pretty much it.
But no, if you want to bring up your other topic, because we said we were gonna relay it
Yeah,
to
we
another
will.
one anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so my other topic was the fact that I think we all need to have a word of prayer for Lamar Odom because
Oh, that's who. Okay.
because Lamar Odom, he got money, right? He's recovered from a bad drug addiction, doing great stuff, right? Opened a rehab facility. He's doing a lot of good philanthropy stuff. All of a sudden, they took a whole left turn. They said, "Hey, dude, just purchased a customized sex doll between 8 to 20
Are you
grand."
kink shaming?
You are
I'm
king
not
shaming.
kink
No,
shaming,
no.
sir.
You just said he was doing great, and he took a turn because
turn
he
for the
bought
left?
a sex doll.
Uh,
That sounds like a kink shame to me.
Excuse me. Let me finish. He has the doll resembling his ex-wife.
Oh, damn.
Is that a?
Come on.
Hold up.
I mean, it's another kind of kink, but
Wait. Because if somebody got a cam doll in their house
I
right
would
now,
be kind of worried. I would be worried.
you didn't say that part. You didn't say
Gotta say it for the show.
the
say it for the show.
Yeah. So is that an opinion that she kind of looks like? Does it just so happen to be blonde hair?
They say they literally say when they try to do a side by side, they're like, it looks a
And it
little.
looks like the.
I mean, because obviously he has a type, because he did, so hey.
man.
But
see,
8
I
to
was-
20 grand, and literally there's
That's
like they
crazy.
documented him
that
like, in
ain't
the fact-
nothing. He still got money.
He did.
Like 8 to 20 grand to him is like
But you could. That's a
couple
person.
hundred.
Like
on
that's
a fake
person.
actual-
object.
You could get a
He
few
want that
people
old thing
for
back.
20
You really,
Ds.
yeah, you really good.
As bad as that sound, you can get a consenting adults for. Yeah, I'm sure you can
Bro,
get a
I'm
pack.
pretty sure he spent.
but not
He
not
gets to
for-
reuse
he-
it,
Like
you
he
know?
has that forever.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure he spent less than that at the
Nah.
bunny ranch where they found him like during
He-
his like.
How much
birthday.
do a pack of bitches cost? How mu-
A pack?
Like
Like a buy two, get the other one for.
How much do a pack? Cause the deterioration that the clappings that he's gonna get to this doll, it ain't gonna last as long as you think.
Oh my god.
I think they reinforce them.
Oh my god.
They are made for a specific thing. It would be a
it ain't got
disservice.
So it ain't gonna be flying around the
Structural
room.
skeleton.
It would be a
of
disservice.
football players.
Literally, they're gonna have probably like an expiration date, like how we have on cars. Oh,
You gotta get a service.
take it
No,
back.
it's a
No, no,
service.
yeah,
It's a service day.
there's
You gotta
definitely
take
an
it to get
odometer
service.
on them. All right, this is 600.
The lights start flashing yellow.
My
Time for
God.
service.
The eyes and the lights start flashing yellow. like a car engine.
So what do you do if you go in somebody's house and you see
You
whether it's
see
a
it?
man or a
Well,
woman? What do you do if you
this-
see
Why
it
am I
the
in there
closet?
that house that deep?
Like,
That's what I'm saying. The
Yeah,
disrespect of
you
not
know?
putting that in a place where no one will see it. Like, it's like they want you to see it. and it's
they
like, why
want
do you
us to
want
talk.
me to see
You want us
that?
to run a train on your dog. Anybody who leave it out, Lamar.
Yo, hearing Lamar, like,
That should be tucked away in your dungeon.
Because he's telling people for a reason. Like, it's
Right.
shared for a reason.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he wants somebody to know.
literally,
He says
they documented
normalize
his
it.
experience at the factory. He's like, oh yeah, that Jake. Oh yeah, you can squirt like that too. Oh yeah, let me do this. I'm like, oh my god. Like, remember how?
Oh, they squirt now?
Oh, I mean,
Wow.
20 grand.
I mean,
Yeah,
what
you
it
better
is.
do everything.
just saying.
Shit.
Fair point.
I mean,
So the 8,000 went don't squirt.
Yeah.
That's just make the
It's like an a la carte thing.
That's just the whoosh whoosh
So,
noise for
so the
8G.
8,000 is the base model.
Right.
But if you want some extra shit,
You want
I'm pretty sure these got to be custom built, right?
it's definitely custom. It
They
just blew my
talk.
mind how
They
the
talk.
sex industry is just changing the game. Because remember that time when they like created the fake asses, and that went viral.
I do remember the fake
Like
asses.
the fake
I
asses, and
remember
then
that
even
made run.
slapped like an actual like.
It's something. It's
Yo.
something about. It's too Jeffrey Dahmer to me. Like it's too.
it's just body parts. It's like
You-
It's body parts, and I gotta
You
keep that
can-
in my drawer.
You can
Yeah.
get those on Amazon now.
Yeah. I
I'm
haven't
dead
bought one.
serious.
Look, I'm a wild boy. But
Yeah.
hear me out.
Yeah.
When it gets anything bigger than the actual like the
The-
toy,
Yeah. It's
you know
a
the little
it's a lot.
accessories you get.
It's a lot. Cause
Whole body parts is a lot.
just try to get a woman.
You gotta clean that.
just
I
try.
don't
Try to
use a
get
whole body
like
part.
put that effort into
It's the
trying
same-
to get a woman.
That man
It's the
said for
same,
20
like,
grand.
The
Can't
suction
use it.
dildo, the one that's
No, I'm just
self-thrust.
talking about
They
like
making self-thrusting.
about like
It's like
the
a body
part.
Oh yeah.
Before you get that far, just go on Tinder for like 2
Right,
hours.
right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
And see what happens.
Spend the same money. Spend the same money. Like,
Yeah.
if you worried about like, oh, I don't want to get taken advantage of, da 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 da.
Right.
Whatever you were gonna spend on the sex industry when it got to that point,
Right.
you could just spend on a girl and have an amazing time.
Tacos,
You ate.
movie maybe.
You drunk.
So maybe a $100 night and we're
But
there.
it's like you talk with the homies and it's like, man, bro, I got some ass. It's like, did you really? Or you talking about the fake ass? You know what I mean? Like how real is
First
You
of
have
all,
to
your
clean
boys
this.
should not know that you have the fake.
That-
Unless
Wild.
you want us to rent a train on your dog. That we come back to it. Cause why do we know Lamar Odom bought what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please.
Cause he's sending the message out there to anybody else. If
Like,
you got that type
You
of
want-
dog life, we can run a double date.
That's
We can swap
hilarious.
Well, I'm gonna end it like this, fam.
dog swingers.
It sounds like Lamar might be getting a little nasty. That's all I'm gonna say.
He dog
That's
swinger.
all I'm gonna say.
He's a dog swinger. Instead of upside down pineapple.
Invest your 20 grand. Invest your 20 grand in something else. Something that'll make you a rich man. But damn, that man said,
I
dog.
mean, if that's invested in
funny.
his happiness,
Hey, that's
Do you think it would be the same if it was a woman buying a male sex doll?
I've been judging that too. Y'all didn't see that one where the toy sex doll was in the dumpster and the dick was rolled off that mother? Like it was removed. She
What?
used it so much.
She broke the dick.
She broke the dick off the toy. Yeah.
we're gonna move it on.
that
Y'all.
that torso shit is wild though.
That
Like
is
the
kind
male
of
torso
crazy.
shit.
And
that shit
think
is wild.
iRobots
That
is
is
about to
very
come out
crazy.
real soon.
Long
Oh,
time
they are
billion.
they're gonna be fucking robots
We
out
gonna be
here.
fucking
In
robots.
5 years, robots are getting fucked. It's happening. It's gonna happen.
You go
There's a lot of
pass-
lonely people out there.
You
I
gonna
mean,
pass on a baddie robot? A baddie robot.
First of all, I'm blessed to have a beautiful queen.
It's not cheating, it's porn. It's not the same, it's a robot.
I love my wife. I love my wife.
Until a big iRobot comes.
iRobot.
A BBL robot come down the aisle.
Hey, it is funny when like the mannequin started changing different like figures, and you be walking like by, maybe like mannequin kind of thick. Eh?
Yeah.
There are some thick mannequins
There's
out
some thick
there. I don't know
mannequins
why,
out there.
I don't know
So
where
funny.
that came from, but
I'm just saying.
I guess all body parts need to be.
The swap
Me
meet.
giving you what you want.
swap meet used to have crazy thick mannequins.
But anyway, Joe. Look, we're gonna move it on to one of our favorite segments of the day. It's time for Ciroc. What you think?
Hey. I forgot what I was talking about. That's right.
It's time for
It's time for Ciroc. What
was
you
the
think?
5,000 model? Anyway, yo, we stuck on it. 757, what's up? This is Ciroc. What you think? And I want to talk about the importance of slowing down. Now, one of my boys, Michael Corder, shout out to Fortresses, he has a song that's called "You Gotta Slow Down and Take Your Time." It's a dope song, right? But it has a good meaning to it, and it means it's okay to chill for a second. And I'm finding that out. I struggle with it when it comes to fitness. I'm thinking as long as you go every day, push harder, you lift bigger, you grow faster. Well, the truth is, a few rest days will actually is when all your development takes place. When you chilling for a second and you giving your body time to come back.
I'm on week 4.
Oh,
Of rest. Ain't been back.
I thought he meant
Cam was on a roll at the time. That's like Cam was on a roll.
consistency. He was on week 4 as far as gym.
I gotta get back.
Yeah, so, and I'm starting to realize that I should have paid attention to this mantra as far outside of fitness, into business, into family. Rest is so important. Sometimes when I'm chilling at some business or some gig or even here, I feel my eye doing this funny little
Twitching.
all the time.
Right. And I'm thinking, stroke. But when I came home, when I went home, I Googled what it was, and it was like, it's just, you sleep deprived. You're not getting as many hours of sleep as your body really needs, and that's one of the indicators that it happened.
Yeah.
And further down the line, it did say stroke. But there was some other stuff that you
Some
need.
layers.
Right.
Yeah.
It needs some other symptoms to match.
Pass out on the road, like stuff like
Hey,
that.
he's not on his own.
So-
I had the same thing. I left.
Let's
Make sure my mouth was.
So bring it to the Ciroc, what you think question, right? And this is for the panel. Have you felt like you pushed yourself too far? And when even after that, and you did rest, did you feel guilty from the rest? How did you overcome it? Details about it. Yada, yada, yada. Ayrton, you are a moderator. I ask it again one more time. Have you ever worked so much that you forced yourself into rest? It wasn't even like an option at this point. You were just exhausted. But even still, you felt guilty for taking that rest.
Yes, absolutely. So I've had many of moments where, because I'm a person that I don't go like straight to sleep. I always have issues going to sleep. So that whole eye twitching, man, I've had it here. I've had my eyelid twitch. I've had it so many times. So when I start seeing that, I'm like, I really, really need to get rest. And do I feel guilty? No, but sometimes I wish while I'm resting, I still think of work and I still want to do something. You know what I mean? So if I fully
you're not even really resting.
Exactly, and a while back we were talking about something we can't get rid of, and I talked about my phone. It would be difficult for me to put down my phone, because I'm looking at something work related.
Have we talked about it before? Do you game? Because one of the reasons I started gaming so much is so that I can turn my brain off from responsibility.
Built-in rest.
So I don't. I haven't played video games since maybe I was like a junior in high school, about junior, senior in high
So you
school.
trash.
Whoa.
Wow.
That's trash. That's trash.
Men's mental health.
That's trash talk right there. I put the sticks down because I was trash. Just say it, bro. Just say it.
some shit. Just admit it.
Well, do you have that turn your brain off thing besides hunching? Do you got your
It's really just, I try to, sleep, or I will, just do more things with my wife, hey, let's go out and see a movie, or let's go out and do something.
I'm sorry, but for men, that still work. For men, taking your wife out is work.
But sometimes, but it's healing for me. You know what I mean? Hanging with family is
because she's here. I get it. We'll
Yeah.
come back later. Michelle.
Every time, Lord, I try. I think think I'm getting somewhere, but then.
Michelle, now you are a very busy woman. You, of course, you're multifaceted.
Oh, wow.
Do you feel guilty when you take your rest days now? I know, remember we talked about it before, and you did say you did,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
now at this point in you, this version of you, do you feel guilty when you take your rest days?
I'm gonna be honest, once I hit 40, which has been this pretty much most this year, I have this new habit where no matter what is going on, because my nights are crazy. I don't know, a lot of people know I have janitorial business, so my last cleaners don't get done till 2 a.m., but I'm usually dealing with stuff sometimes till 3 to 4 a.m. HR-wise. And so I had to basically set a strong boundary for myself, because obviously with lupus, you have to have sleep. You have to have 7 to 8 hours a night. If you don't, over time, you're gonna get sick. So now I silence my phone, and if I did have something scheduled in the morning, I have to push it back. I have to reschedule, and while I know that probably irritates people, luckily I have a lot of people in my world that get it, and they're, they don't hold it against me if I have to push it back. But I make sure that from the time I take my edible 30 minutes before bed to shut my brain off, and then I lay down, whatever time I lay down, I'm setting it 7 or 8 hours ahead so that I know I'll get at least 7, 7.5 by the time I fall asleep. You want to get that sleep.
You don't have a choice.
No.
You're not gonna be able to start up anyway.
Yeah, but it's essential, because honestly, I couldn't mentally deal with the level of stuff that I deal with every single day, like between the different businesses and just the time clock
turning off
and
the system
and just dealing with people throughout the day, like having to talk to people who are upset and angry, and like you have to shut your brain off to just even tap into finding a way to be kind to people sometimes. Like, I try to just think about it that way. If I don't get my rest, I'm going to get sick. I'm not going to get everything done, which is going to let down even more people than me just pushing back an appointment here and there.
Cam, now you're someone who works a, I wouldn't say
9 to 5.
9 to 5 and also working for yourself. So you got two different struggles that we don't deal with. How do you turn off the brain, or do you feel guilty when you finally do? Do you at all?
Yeah, I turn off the brain all the time. Daily, actually. I make sure, like you brought up video games, I make sure that I get in, even if it's for a half hour, a session of me just kind of getting away from everything that I dealt with.
Oh, that's what you meant by you just run one match.
Yeah. Just something quick, maybe, for up to a half hour or something like that. If my people's on, it would probably be longer. But yeah, you have to. That's why the golf thing that we just recently kind of stumbled into is so perfect, because we just go out there, have fun and bullshit for 3 or 4 hours.
And then
it's ending. We can still get out there.
Still squeeze one in.
Yeah.
The one next to me, they already shutting down for maintenance.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah. So that's why I was like, I don't know if it is for every. We get sidetracked.
Yeah.
We start talking about golf, we turn to old niggas.
But it's essential for you to have that time where it's just your own. You just kind of removing yourself from all the shit that stresses you out, or that you have to be engaged in monetarily, responsible wise, or whatever. You just gotta disassociate yourself from that. And it's easier for me to say because I'm single, no kids, all of that.
Yeah.
So it's a little easy for me to disengage, but even if you have all of that going on, you still gotta find a way.
Yeah, and I feel like it's nothing more peaceful than like, okay, boom, you start your day literally creating your day while you're moving and creating at the same time, not already having like a planned agenda. Like I love just like, I'm just going on what today, like it's a nice day, let me do this, let me do that, like it's because my brain never like stops running. And I think that's another reason why I have problems sleeping, because when you mention edible, like I'll take gummies sometimes before I go to bed just to kind of help me at least get in bed and doze off, because I can be in bed at a certain time.
Y'all, you talking about melatonin, you ain't talking about
I was thinking the same thing.
He is not talking about marijuana. He about to be Mayor Chesapeake one day. We just gotta put that clear. He talking about melatonin, the ones you give your toddlers.
Yeah.
Don't be fucking around with
And
his...
5 milligrams of that. 5 milligrams.
Not even 10. Let's summarize this up.
I'm over here calling y'all
Eric should be like,
I am gone.
yes, what's good?
Hey, you would.
Like he on some shrooms.
What's that? What it is?
I want to see that. I want to see
Oh wow, it's strawberry melatonin. Alright,
not even great.
not even
Strawberry.
good. It wasn't even a struggle to eat. People ask me all the time, how do I de-stress? Some people know exactly how I run my business, which is like an autonomous body. Oftentimes, the left and the right hand do not communicate, and they do not tell each other what they're doing. My feet and toes ain't talking. My knees decide not to speak to each other. It's just the body often is doing its own thing. We have businesses in California, St. Louis, New Orleans. I got in trouble and almost got kicked out the city last time I said the whole thing.
New Orleans.
But what I mean is there's a lot going on in different time zones when it comes to my particular business. And often that means my sleep pattern is destroyed if I have one at all. But there is one thing that is a constant, my gym time. There's one thing that's a constant, my game time. I said one thing. There's 3 things total that is a constant, and that's my nasty time. These 3 times, I am not working. I do not care what's going on. In the morning, I am in the gym. I don't even pay attention to shit before I pick up heavy weights and move them to other locations. And then when it's time to clock out, just before it's clock out, and I decide to make my dinner for the next day, I play a few rounds of the game. Especially if it's a weekday, I play a few rounds of the game, and then just before the beds, I'm knocking cheeks, and that is what it is. I'm not answering phone calls, text messages, problems. I don't give a fuck. And I think everybody should have some type of constant in their life to just zone the fuck out.
100%.
Yeah.
Zone
100%.
out. And then you don't even gotta use bath salts or crack or nothing. There's just so many other types of vices that I recommend that you don't have to go the come on now, let's let's stay hard drug free. Maybe it's not the best. There's other ways, and as long as you do it in a healthy, balanced. What your mom used to say, too much of anything is a bad thing.
Yep.
As long as you balanced it out, man, it'll be just fine. I'm trying to tell you, game time, gym time, nasty time. You figure out your time to turn off your shit.
It's a good quote.
Fucks with it. I fucks with it.
Love that.
Well, thank you, Ciroc, for that. Let's go ahead and move it on.
Every time we talk about pussy, you get upset.
What?
Every time. What's wrong with it?
Nothing. There's nothing wrong with it. It's nothing. It's talking about Ciroc's sex life. It's, as a regular thing is what no.
That's
All right.
You want to hear, goddammit.
All right, y'all. It's time for Michelle's Corner.
It is now time for Michelle's Corner.
What's going on? So obviously this week, one of the I know we didn't hear the music.
No, that's a good thing. Trust me. Last time we had problems.
So obviously this week, we had an election, and there were some results from this election. And per the usual, you get a lot of different reactions on social media, even just out in the community. People are talking about, if they're unhappy, if they're happy about it. And so one of the things that I was thinking about as I listen to people talk and complain and act like the entire world is ending is that I don't think a lot of people really, truly know and understand what the President of the United States, what power they actually have. It's like, we give so much energy into this one individual and literally in a way where we make that person a dictator, as if they literally can control our entire lives and our morals and our actions. And so I thought, let me just today kind of bring up some of the things that a president cannot do. Because I think it's yes,
executive.
Because it's
dumb
not.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, it's a lot of so this just a few things. A few things, and this comes from the National Archives, so this is not Google, this is not people's opinion, this is facts. So a president cannot make laws. They cannot actually make laws. They also cannot declare war, which is two big things. People are already like, he's going to make this law, he's going to declare war on this. No, can't do that. He cannot decide how federal money will be spent. That's a third thing that people have been freaking out, over taking this oil and starting back into the oil rigging. A lot of people are really upset with that. He can't decide how federal money is getting spent. He cannot interpret laws. Well, that's an obvious right there. It's not your job to interpret what the law says, And he cannot choose cabinet members or Supreme Court justices without the Senate approval. So that's been another big thing this week. People have been like, he's going to put all his, cult people, he's going to put people there that actually, are going to just go along with the laws he's going to change. He can't do either of those. Yeah. It has to be approved. And so the reason I wanted to bring this up is just because, I feel like there's so much misinformation on social media. It attempts to cause panic. Like one person, one individual, yes, they're the president of the United States, but are they really in control? Are they controlling? No. They're not control. So my question, yeah. My question to you all is, with hearing people talking throughout this week or seeing what's on social media, like what are your thoughts, going into the upcoming year, but also taking into consideration what, kind of what I just talked about with the limitations to even being president.
You remember that saying from Mary Poppins, a spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down? So using Trump or a president or anything like that is just a palatable way for the uneducated to be able to understand what's going on, like from their point of view. They forgot about the branches of the government. Let's just say they forgot. Everybody was taught, let's just say, for the giving them the benefit of the doubt, that it's just been a while since they've heard about which part of what government does what. What they see and hear on the radio and on news and stuff like that is the influence of a person who seems to have more power than the regular Joe Smo. Now, there are groups of people who do control certain situations, and Trump is part of those groups. So, like, his influence does sway heavy, but you are right. Some people are overreacting on a certain amount of shit. I mean, and I don't know how to really explain it other than it's the only way that they can understand it for them. And anything outside of that scope is kind of like...
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with you. Like, I always use the example of like when you have like a board with for a nonprofit or something. So like I serve on a board, and we have a chairman, and then we have board members. The chairman doesn't make the rules. Majority vote makes the rules. So again, we go back to the branches of government, your House and Senate. If the majority votes on that, then okay, that they make the vote. That's literally how it's always been. Now, say in this case, the way the Senate's looking is going to be majority Republican, which they're going to always follow with more of what. So that's why it seems like Trump has all the power because he has majority of his team members that's going to be siding with him. But yeah, you're right. Really, the presidency doesn't have as much power as it states. Now, Trump is just he's a character. Like he wants you to assume that look, Trump, all his the buildings that's named after him, he don't even fully own that shit. Like that's what like mind blows a lot of people. He does not own. He has a very small percentage. He's literally like their spokesperson, and he passes on this character of like, hey, look. This is my building. This is all this stuff. No, he has bosses. He just doesn't want to put that out there in the masses because it makes him look small because he wants to feel like the almighty. But yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate. I mean, I'll be like blunt. My pick didn't win the presidency, but she lost fair and square. I'm more pissed really with the Democratic Party and the whole strategy process because old ass Joe Biden was initially, he even said
about it.
He was supposed to be a one-time president. He teased the whole re-election shit, and he waited too damn long and gave a lady who you already knew was gonna be hard for her. She's a woman and she's a woman of color. 100 fucking days.
She did way better than I thought. Because we said it on the show. When they made the announcement of the switch, we were all like, too little, too late.
But you know why? But you know why? Because in the heat of the moment, most people that was like, hey, I'm a Democrat, but I really don't want to vote for Trump. But the fact that you brought in Kamala, like, oh, thank God. So everybody was just already ready. Donors was holding on to their money and say, okay, boom, go out to Kamala now.
It was a surefire lose if Biden would have been on the ticket. If you
Oh,
ask me,
absolutely.
Yeah,
What?
that's surefire.
Oh my gosh, it was gonna be.
That
It was
man
gonna
was
be
getting on the
worse.
It's gonna be a blowout.
I
but here's
say
a-
bring W back before that.
Man,
Well,
I'll take a
here's the
George.
first thing.
I'll take a George before I take a.
Yeah.
Man, it
Hell
was
yeah.
so
It was
it
too
was
little too
so bad, and it was just like I spoke with with friends of mine that serve as elected officials in the Democratic Party. They even say the Democratic Party sucks at strategy. Like for real, they say that's what we struggle. They struggle at messaging because they never speak on their accomplishments. That's why I always give Republicans credit as far as, hey, they gonna tell you why you should vote for us, and this is what we done.
So to know where you struggle and still not make the proper adjustments.
It was too little, too late.
No, but in general.
Oh, in
I
general,
I
yeah.
think the party, like, and Arrington is on this accord too. We got to get around we're just voting for our party, because they take that for granted, and they really don't do any or try to do anything for you.
And they're mad disconnected.
I'm
Very.
so
Yeah.
glad you brought that up, Cam,
Very.
because really, it's going to be hard for, say, the Democratic Party to recover from this. So a lot of people, like, really the two-party system is slowly but surely kind of rebuilding because, the Republican Party is now the MAGA party. And a lot of Republicans don't, fuck with Donald Trump. So you're going to start seeing a huge growth as far as, like, in the middle range, in my opinion, just because even, like...
Will you, though? And my only reason I'm questioning you, bro, is the fact that the money ain't there.
True,
The money, the popular parties go to where
the most money.
the money goes to, and
Yeah.
there's just two of those.
Yeah.
Even if we took the Green Party and all those and added them,
They're still not going to
it was still a landslide. He won by like
Yeah.
6 million votes.
Well, that's true, but you know what? I think this election proved something. Whoever raised the most money ain't gonna win because the Democratic Party had the most money, and
Yeah.
they end up losing. They almost,
Yeah, I
they
didn't
literally-
know. I'm just saying the money's in two places.
Oh,
I'm
no, I
not
got you,
saying
I got you,
necessarily
I got
that.
you.
Yeah,
but no, I totally agree because it's not. I mean, it's not gonna happen overnight. It's definitely gonna take some time. But I just.
But it has,
think the
it has
loss
to
was
happen,
needed.
though.
I think the loss
I
of the
agree.
Democratic Party was needed.
I agree.
I think they
Unfortunately,
flitting around
I
for
agree.
way too
Yeah.
long.
and that's what, before I jumped in on Arrington, I was going to say, do we think the party has learned?
They.
I think let Trump rock for his little presidency.
4 years. Yeah.
And then let them
see.
cook with the Arthur Fist in the background. Let them be minority for a little while in these controlling situations. Let the American people get what they voted for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
See if
That's
it's
what you
better.
wanted.
100%.
Don't get in the way of things that you believe in,
Mm-hmm.
and then try again next presidency run.
Yeah.
Don't, as long as they don't get in the way of the shit that could actually help the people, then they can say morally and like on that, and we're better than the Republicans. We
Right.
took a loss.
Yeah.
We took our L. We sat back and let y'all run the country. Everything that we believed in that y'all supported, we supported. Everything that we thought was morally corrupt or anything like that, we got in y'all way. So if any time we stepped in and been a speed bump, it's because we really believed that there was a better way of doing it.
100%.
Not just because you were doing it.
100%.
When it was
Absolutely.
vice versa. If you remember,
Yep.
Republicans, they got in the way. They didn't give a fuck what the policy was.
Nope.
They didn't
True.
care if they can be living in the situation. Oh, y'all got shitty water, public schools bad, da 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 da.
Wait. Who's proposing the policy? Dems?
Obama.
Fuck it.
Oh, you trying to give us money? Get the fuck out of here! Like, yo, this was a big for you. So as long as Democrats don't run that.
The Democrats. No.
You said the Democrats?
Democrats.
That's what it is, though.
As long as they don't
That's
get
what
in
it
the way
is.
like the Republicans were doing, then when everything comes around and if things do go to hell like everybody say, the Democrats can be like, we tried to tell
We
you,
did.
now let us fix it. And then
Yeah.
people are gonna fix it. Shit is
Yeah.
gonna get fixed.
Yeah.
Now, I hate to say this, but somebody do. If this turns out to be good for America, as controversial as this might be, what if the economy does Not after this, because we're about to be on Biden's, shit.
Yeah.
But, the next economic, if anybody ever took economics class, you know how that shit goes when it becomes a presidency. When the Republican economics kick in,
Yeah.
and it does benefit America.
Yeah.
Nobody can be like,
Yeah.
you better be like they were right. That's all I'm asking.
It's the truth, man.
I don't think they are,
Right.
Yeah.
but
Right.
if they come out to be right, we can't be salty.
And you know
Yeah,
what? One
that's a
thing, the
fact.
first thing I had told a buddy of mine once they already had the final results, I'm like, hey, you gotta give it to Trump, the biggest comeback story of the year. Because
That is
34
insane.
convicted counts, 34 counts. He was found guilty in a civil suit for sexual assault.
Yeah.
Filed in his career, in his business career, filed bankruptcy 6 times. He had
Yeah.
2 cases pending,
Bruh.
and he got 4 years in the prison, which means 91 cases he was facing most likely will
But
get.
you can't even defend your country with any of that, any of those charges. You can't even be in the military.
Which is
It's
crazy,
wild.
Right? So
That part is wild
I
to
feel
me.
like on the ballot there should not be any question about criminal
No,
background
even
checks.
further than that, Michelle.
Kinda crazy.
You can't even vote.
You can't. No.
You can't
If
vote.
you're found
you
guilty.
you can't even
Yeah.
vote for yourself.
Yeah, you can't.
Trump cannot vote in this
He
election.
can literally wipe out his court case. And be like, well, you thought you had me, but you like. You never heard
But
of. They don't make a movie out of it.
He
They
can
don't make a movie
pardon
out of it.
himself now for everything.
To be able to sexually assault somebody, to catch multiple impeachments,
Bro, 2 oh, that's right.
still win.
And to still win.
Democrats would have hung dog. If it would have been, say Obama did
Man, if Obama
One
had
of
a
those-
fucking parking
Just
ticket.
pick one. Pick the least of them.
one
Yeah.
thing, one of the small
least
felonies,
of
one of the
them.
small
Literally, look, throwing out a cigarette on the
Littering,
sidewalk.
Yeah.
littering, dog. They are removing him from the ticket. He
Littering.
do not get.
Smoking. Like,
Smoking
you
weed.
smoke cigarettes?
Yeah.
Get this nigga out of it. No, I'm joking.
Wow.
Tan suits.
I can't hear it.
Tan suits.
I can't.
Suits.
Nope.
Like,
Nope.
Get him off the Democratic ticket right now, dog.
Yeah.
It's just.
That's the crazy thing, and that's really my whole focus
Yeah.
with the whole like Trump thing and just being like
The double
what
standards is
what
insane.
message are you just sharing to like the world? Like this is man is representing like country, so like
Yeah.
what are you
Hey,
saying
he won,
is,
bro.
makes it to the top? Oh yeah, one fair
He
and
won.
square. Lord have
The
mercy.
law degree, multiple different positions in public municipal.
That man
It
was
don't
doing his
matter.
little dance when he was like,
Yeah.
I told him I was gonna win. Like, oh my god! But hey, that's it. Now,
Did y'all see the dance party with Beyonce thing?
Oh my God.
Dance
Yeah.
party with Beyonce.
Yeah,
That shit was it was fire.
Because he sounded
It was
like
fire.
he was singing it.
It was fire.
This is
I
a
was
dance party with Beyonce.
He didn't sing. He was hating big
hey, you
John.
can't say the man ain't funny. I'm sorry, the man be entertaining.
We at very least get 4 years of straight comedy.
Yeah.
Kamala's not really intelligent. Like, I mean, I just you gotta laugh. But I mean, but honestly, like, what's your overall like just thoughts as far as like where the country lies? Like, do you think this is how like do you think just this is how America is?
I think we should get everything we voted for.
I think people were mostly, if we're really being honest, it was two-sided. They were either mostly just voting because of who he is as a person. A lot of people obviously like his rhetoric. They like that he is that way. He's way more direct and unprofessional as a president. And then to me, the other side of it is I think a lot of people voted because of their personal finances. Because like what you just said, there is a historical understanding of a Republican, run country financially, economically, and I think people are in such a bad financial situation. A lot of people,
Which,
businesses
by the way,
and
Trump's
stuff.
economic plan just ended or is about to end. So everyone who's
Yep.
been complaining about
It's
how
about to
bad the
end.
country is right now,
Which he put
we're
in place
under Trump's plan.
from the COVID.
Now.
Do you,
Yeah.
do you think? I mean, I don't disagree with what you said, Michelle. Like, do you also think the fact that he was running against a female and a
Oh,
minority
yes.
too? I mean,
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, no
I
doubt.
think that's that.
like I feel like
the
what's the
fact
message
that
it
it
shows
was.
for like is this proving that No. America don't believe women should be in leadership.
But we already knew people
No,
weren't
we
gonna
know.
vote for her because she was a woman.
That's a lot of. I mean, that's obvious. There's been a lot of videos come out that are supposed to be joking, but it's not. It's not a joke. Like where I saw this one where the guy was literally laughing. He's like, "You thought that we were gonna let a woman run the country?"
Oh, is
like
that video when he's like, your body, our choice.
Yes,
like,
yes.
Wow.
Yes, it was a really disturbing video.
A guy that was like campaigning with Trump, like a part of his team. He's something like conservative, like
he tried to make it a joke, but it wasn't. It was not a joke.
Like,
but it was. It's obvious.
Your body, our choice.
He's an official.
He
was
like,
part of the campaign.
Personality.
He's like a part of Trump's team. He's a streamer, but he's a conservative streamer. But he was like literally
that is
always campaigning.
Yeah.
Let a motherfucker say some rapey shit like that around my kid.
Like, that
I got
so
a daughter.
wow. And that was during that was the day when they voted. Okay, he won. Like that's the part.
That was disturbing. Yeah, it was disturbing. But yeah, to be honest, I did not think she was going to win based on that. I was like, we're this country ready. They should be ready for a female president. There's other countries who have women in leadership, and I'm just like, I'm like, what are we doing here?
I was hopeful,
like
but I
said,
was. We had the conversation weeks ago. There was no way that she was going to win.
Yeah.
It just wasn't.
I feel like that was a setup.
If
too.
they wanted her
they
to
should have did it from the beginning.
From the beginning.
That's why I'm frustrated.
If they
with
really
the
wanted
Democrat
her to
Party.
win,
They saw
as
how
soon as
special he
Biden
was being.
started
Come on.
showing signs of senility, they should have nixed it. They
Immediately.
tried to hide it and make it seem like something it wasn't. And then when it got too bad, they were like, okay. He's not going to come
And the
back.
thing about it, and this goes back to, majority of Congress and Senate are the exact same age as Biden. Those are his main supporters. And I could always complain about the whole age thing too, but also, keep encouraging young folks to get more informed when it comes to politics. Because I mean, we need more.
I don't think we should have an age cap. I think let me finish, because we talk the same thing about driving. Like, I think because everything, we can't blanket anything, and I hate dealing with absolutes. There should be some type of competency testing annually for officials. And if you can't pass it, and this could be a physical test to a degree, but you have to get past a certain threshold, or you can't represent.
Drive on the highway of the district you represent. I'm sorry, you should not be in office.
No.
I think that's a great idea, Cam. I do think, as far as like term limits is concerned, I think it should just be like if it's 2 terms for the presidency, it should be the same thing for Congress and Senate, because we have people like that serve in the state of Virginia
that will never they won't leave till they die.
He been in Congress as like 80 something or maybe like in the 90s. Like, it's just you got it. You keep on, like, I think Nancy Pelosi just won her re-election. Nancy Pelosi 85 years old.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, you have to stop at a certain, if it's 2 terms.
But if
for
the people are voting them
If the
in,
people voting for him,
I know.
That's
if
the
you vote for
problem.
him, that's the thing. These people getting reelected. I voted for Bobby Scott. Yeah, but I'm trying to get booked for his birthday.
Bobby!
Bobby!
If you're watching this.
Yeah, baby, I checked that box. Or filled the bubble. I'm sorry.
But yeah, fam. But the world is recovering. I mean, it doesn't really bother me at all. But hey, it is what it is, though. It is what it is. Family, what we got going for the remainder of the weekend? How's the plans looking for y'all?
Oh man, for us on my side of the water, we are finishing up recording music. So we already finished the stand-up comedy portion of the new album. And so now we're about to go back into some studios, like Presidential Studios, Prestige. Hopefully we meet up with the G-Man. And of course the Fortress Lair up in Crucible. We're going to record a bunch of new music that if you've been around the 757 East Coast area and you stopped into a festival or two, you've seen me sing. And
you're here for the bag.
Yeah, that was getting recorded too.
The bag.
That's one of the most favorite songs of the summer right now.
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
Just finishing up the album.
It should be the anthem for 2025 too. Start the year off. I mean, come on now.
Look,
Last time I'm gonna give you a compliment. Don't stretch.
I didn't even pull that part.
You did.
I just
He
let
did
it
it.
be.
He did it. He did it. It is his dislike for you is so embedded that he can't even give you a compliment
Oh my
without
God.
ripping it right
I
back.
will sit there for a
That's
second.
funny.
Oh man.
Look, I gotta give a shout out to Ciroc because at the event this last weekend,
Yo, that's crazy.
yeah, Winter
That's
did a
crazy.
great job, you know, throwing this event, and that was the first time that I've seen
Yeah,
Ciroc
she's never seen me do
do
stand-up
do the
comedy.
stand-up, and it was hilarious. I was front and center, front row to the nastiness.
What if he wasn't funny?
It was great.
It'd
And
be
I-
awkward. I'd be fired.
That
What
would
if
be
he wasn't
so-
funny?
yeah.
I was on stage for an hour.
It would have been
That's a lot of
rough
awkwardness.
because I can't laugh when something's not funny. But I was laughing the entire time. It was really, really funny.
And sitting front row, I mean, you had a lot of pressure on you.
It was. A lot of pressure.
You better laugh at every
It
goddamn
was a lot of
time.
pressure. But it was a lot of fun. I really, really enjoyed the event. Definitely looking forward to more events like that. It's part of self-care too. Comedy is a big part of self-care. Like when you can just turn your brain off and have people just, you know, sit and make you laugh for a couple hours, it's really, really good. It's really good for stress relief. So I appreciated that.
Yeah.
That's a lot
I
of
told
fun.
Nita there's proof now. Like, there's proof that I'm good. You don't just have to, like, do word of mouth. You were here. You saw everybody in the room
That's
repeat
funny.
themselves. It was an amazing experience.
Dope,
Yeah.
dope. Ken, what about you, boss?
I am hitting the range tomorrow. You all are welcome to come out if y'all have time. But yeah, I gotta get my last couple of things in, and then just again, I say it every week, more editing on the full package. We got a big event coming up in January, so we're getting geared up for that.
Bet. Well, family, as always, continue to support. Tune in Your City. Follow us on IG at In Your City 2, as well as on YouTube to our page, In Your City, the show. So, peace and blessings. We'll see you next time. We out.
Yeah.
Ugh.
We need a studio.